Hello. I haven't done a video in a long time, and I thought, how about a video with this Bissell Power Force Helix Turbo? I've had this for quite a while. I don't even remember where I got it. I probably have a video of when I got it or something else. But I just cleaned it up, cleaned the filter really quick. I used it at the church last Saturday, and it did pretty well. Except the carpet was so low that sometimes I had to give it a little extra oomph to move because it was so low. But other than that, it was really light, easy to maneuver. Unlike the Kirby that has a bag on the side that catches on things, it just does pretty well, except it doesn't really go as low to get underneath the pews. But I really like how quiet and smooth these are. I just turned it on and I went that far from there to here, and that's how much I've gotten so far. I haven't vacuumed in a couple days. You know, people like to say these are nothing special, and I don't really like that term, nothing special, because unless there's something critically wrong with something, there's something, I don't know. It just seems kind of negative. Okay, yeah, they're not the most special vacuum, but you gotta appreciate what's going on here. It has a really easy dirt cup. You don't have a rubber grommet or seal at the bottom that likes to get dirty and leak, so that is good. This, it does have a pleated filter goes all the way around, and this like spongy filter goes around that. And it's a love-hate thing. On one hand, you get more surface area, and I feel it's sort of a better design, sort of not, because as soon as you start vacuuming, your fine dust is going to make this pretty filthy. So, I don't know. But as you can see, this pre-motor filter doesn't look too bad. And also, you're supposed to check this booger. I just clean that really quickly. And my favorite thing about these vacuums is the agitation. Whoops. Lean this back. It's got a pretty decent brush roll. I mean, you feel those bristles. They're kind of stiff, and when you turn this thing on, it really does some decent agitation. I believe this agitates better than Windsors or Sebos, but to be fair, I've never used a new Windsor or Sebo, and never want to have the brushes a little worn down. But this is an old Bissell Power Force, and it still held up. So what does that say? They don't all hold up, but oh, whoops, that's a boo boo. Well, actually, that's kind of neat because then it can suck in bigger objects right there. So whatever, not a big deal. I also love how these are so easy to maintain. There's just a few screws, or not few, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's way better than a Shark, where you got to use a McDonald's, what do you call it, a security bit to take it apart. However, the trade-off with the Shark is it has the safety clutch, the belt saver. This does not have that. So if you run into a throw rug or a sock or shoelace, whatever, you gotta be quick to turn it off, or you're gonna burn up your belt and or motor. This is the more basic model. Does not have a light, and it doesn't have the window down here, which I kind of like this. It's because on one hand, it will get really dusty and filthy. On the other hand, it's really easy to wipe this down and get shiny again. Versus if it had the window, the window's really easy to always be filthy. But the window is kind of neat to have when you suck up something, you can go blah, 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 roll around and suck up. But yeah, let's. Don't need the light on anymore, do I? Get to the demo. We have 5 cats, 2 dogs. And it just kind of glides. Doesn't take much effort. The motor's not very loud. And what you mostly hear is that agitation. And it's always fun to see your debris spin. That's the one thing I like about a bagless is if you suck up something you weren't supposed to suck up, like a sock or a screw, well, to be fair, you should pick up your floor. But in the perfect world, I mean, whatever, in your hurry, it's not a perfect world, and sometimes you forget to pick something up. Oh, check this out. There's a pill. How about if there's an earring? That'd be a real pain in the butt to dig out an earring from a vacuum bag. And if you suck up in there, you're going to hear it spin around. Suck it right up. Oh, no, it didn't. Come on. Dark over here. Let's see if we can get this piece of wood. Got it, no problem. Now that is something you would not want to suck up with a Kirby. You could get stuck in your fan. Under the table, doodly-doo. Cat toy. Crap. hell is that? Broken glass. Let's see if we can reach all the way down the hallway. Whoops. Nope, that's as far as it reaches. Oh, I guess I got it. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, got to vacuum the chair. I'll do that in a minute. Now for the entrance rug. that with a bag vacuum. Damn hose keeps on falling off. I saw a tea bag tag. Come on now. Get it. Okay, final stretch. Why is this thing being a pain in the dick? Is the hose bigger? Is it too big? Not original? It like barely sits. Anyway. Now where I brushed Jake. Where'd I put the brush? This definitely needs some help. I'll just pick the vacuum up. There's the tag. All right, you're going over the handle. Like that. the dryer. Yeah. It wasn't for his struggle. Messed up. Okay, the Bissell is tippy. Oh, it's plugging in my battery. Whoops. Okay, there you have it. Run around with a Bissell Power Force Helix. Yeah, I guess you could say it's nothing special, but on the other hand, for a cheap vacuum, I mean, it works. And there's vacuums that are cheap that just don't cut the mustard. And this one does. Let's get some shoes on. And I'll take the debris outside. And that's not even getting all the upholsteries. That's just... Whee! That's one couch. I mean, excuse me, one chair, and ignoring the rest. There's all the dust in there. Guess I can get that later with a vacuum. And this cyclone assembly. Ooh, a couple hairballs in there. And strings. Oh, check it out. Perfect hairball. Now to take the debris out. I mean, look at that. That's not bad. Watch out, Walter. Look, kitty. Look how much filth I got. Wow. Isn't it fascinating? Yum, 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 yum. All right, look. And I didn't sneeze once, so what does that say? Guess I don't have allergies. Here's my little debris pile. Boom. Look at that. Wow. And that's why when you live in a full house, look at that. Look at that. When you live in a full house, you should vacuum every day. If you don't have pets and hairy people, it's not as critical. But when you got pets and hairy people, woo-wee, you got some work to do, huh? Yeah. And what I like about this bin is, see, everything comes out nice and easily. Now, when you clean it yourself, you get your hand in there. It's not the most convenient, but what I like is it doesn't have that boot at the bottom that you have to, well, kind of need to clean out every time. Otherwise, the debris will go right up into your filter. Anyway, so there you have it. The Bissell powerful helix technology. And I've had these for a long time, and as long as you take care of them, they can last a hell of a long time, especially if you don't get hung up on throw rugs and socks, because that's the easy killer to vacuums that don't have a belt-seating shut-off. Okay, thanks for watching.